Hey, fourth graders, welcome back. Today's mini lesson is on prime and composite numbers. We're going to learn what those words mean. So please label your next page prime and composite numbers, and when you have done so, mark your page with your pencil, close your notebook for the I do, and think along with me. Alright, let me remind you just back to yesterday real quick. Factors, because factors are involved with prime and composite number. You know, factors are any two numbers I can multiply to get something like, say, 20. The factors of 20 were all the numbers I could fit into these blanks. So like 4 times 5 makes 20, 10 times 2 makes 20, 20 times 1 makes 20. See, I tried 1, I tried 2, 3 is not, I tried 4, and then I'm back to a number I've already paired, so I'm done. So the factors of 20 were 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. So prime numbers and composite numbers are, so let's start with 20. I'm going to tell you what, I'm just going to give you some definitions here. So 20, I'm going to come back to 20 actually. Let's take like 13. What if I was looking for the factors of 13? The only two things I can possibly fit in this blanks for 13 are 1 and 13. So a number with only two factors, no more, is called a prime number. 13 is a prime number, not this. 13 is a prime number. Some other easy examples are like 5. The only two factors of 5 are 1 times 5. So 5 is a prime number. Like 11 is also a prime number. I can only do 1 times 11. So 11 is a prime number. Only has two factors. 20 has way more than two factors. It doesn't have to have way more, but 20 is what we call a composite number because it has more factors than 2. Another composite number is 9 because it has 1 times 9, but it also has 3 times 3. So it has more than 2, more than just 1 in itself. So that's also a composite number. So we'll write that down when we get to the we do. So let's try a few. So let's start with 31. Is 31 a prime or composite number? So let's try to find its factors, and I'm trying to see, does it have 2 or does it have more than 2? So I know it has 1 and 31. And let's see, let's try. 2 is not going to work. I don't need to check my division because I know an odd number can't be divided by 2. 3, I know my 3 is up to 30. So 3 times 10 is 30. And 3 times 11 is 33. So no 3. 4, I know my 4 is up to here. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 8 is 32, but no 4. 5, I can tell that's not a number with a factor of 5 because it doesn't end with 0 or 5. 6 times 5 is 30, but 6 times 6 is 36. 7 is not. 8 is not. 9 is not. And what I'm going to find if I keep going, there's nothing else. There's just the number 31 and 1, and that's it. So that is called a prime number. Its factor pair, it has one factor pair, and that's it. How about 51? 51 prime or composite. So I know it's going to have 1, and I know it's going to have 51. Let's try 2. I can tell I can't divide that by 2. 2 is not going to be a factor. How about 3? I don't know my 3 is up to 51, so I have to check. I know my 3 is only up to 3 times 12 is 36, so I'm going to have to check and see if 51 times something equals 3. So let's see. So I know I said up to 12. 10's easier though, so I'm going to do 10. 3 times 10 is 30. Leaves 21. Oh, and look, it is, because 3 times 7 is 21. And no remainder. So looks like 3 times 3 times 17. I'm sorry. Are 2 more factors of 51. Now, it might have more. It might have 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. To answer this question, though, I don't need to know anymore. All I need to know is it has more than just 2. So since it has 4 factors, it is a composite number. And that would have been an easy one to miss. If I looked at it, I'd be like, well, I don't know any multiplication facts that make 51. So it'd be easy to say, oh, well, then that means it's a prime number. But 3 times 17, I don't know my 17s. So if I hadn't checked, I might have missed that one. So always, 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 always check numbers you don't know. All right, let's do 2 together. Open your notebook, grab your pencil. First thing I want to do is define these words for you. I want these in your notes. So a prime number, please write down, a prime number has only 2 factors. So for example, 7 has only 1 times 7. That's an easy one. A composite number has more than 2 factors. For example, 8 has 1 times 8 and 4 times 2. So that has 4 factors, so 8 would be a composite number. So prime number has only 2 factors. Composite number has more than 2 factors. All right, let's try 2 examples. So is 23 a prime or a composite number? So let's see. So I know 1 times 23. I'm always going to have those. 2, I can tell that this is not a number with 2. 3, I know my 3's up far enough here. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. So 3 is not. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. So 4 doesn't work. I know my 5's up to here, and it doesn't work. I know my 6 is up to here. Doesn't work. I know my 7's up to here. Doesn't work. And I am pretty confident, since I know my multiplication facts up to 24, there's no more factors than 1 and 23. So only 2 factors means it is a prime number. All right, let's try 57. See if 57 is prime or composite. So I know it's going to be 1 times 57. Now 57 is a big enough number that I don't know every single multiplication fact up that high. Here it is. I even know my 2's up to 24. So these were easy to do in my head. 57, like I don't know my 2's and my 3's and my 4's up to 57. So I'm going to have to do some division to check. So 2, I can tell 2's not going to be a factor because this is an odd number. And I can't get anything to end with 7 multiplying by 2. Let's try 3. 57 divided by 3. I'm going to do 3 times 10 is 30. Leaves me with 27. And 3 times 9 is 27. So look what I found. I found a factor that I could have missed if I tried to do this in my head. Looks like 3 times 19. I do not know my 19s. Good thing I checked. Equals 57. So there may be more factors. I'm not saying this is all the factors. I don't know if I need to, like 6 could be. 7 could be. I don't know. But I don't need to check at this point because I can already tell there's more than 2 factors. So I already know that this is a composite number. I'm not necessarily saying I found all the factors, but I found more than 2. So that's prime and composite numbers. Once you feel like you have a good understanding of this, you've written down your definitions and a couple examples, you're all set, and we'll try it tomorrow. See you then.